Welcome to the Out There channel, live stream number 9. Tonight we'll be looking at some viral UFO cases or UFO cases. Some be MUFON, I guess. We'll see how it goes. I'll just play it by ear. So I'll cue the music and see if anyone is about that wants to chat or join in. And I'll just check out everything is working. I'll just load up my channel here. For those that haven't visited my channel, I have over 200 videos up on the UFO topic. Some are documentaries, some are comedies, some are debunks, some are exposing fraudsters online, and some are theories. Some are on paranormal. Just my first screen is a bit dark, so it's a bit hard to read some of it. Looks like no one's about at the moment. As you can see, I've got a few videos of thumbnails. Just changed the tune. I have done a episode on Bob Lazar and Area 51 and his S4 location. See if I could find it. It's worth having a look at that one. I've done a documentary on Tal San Brown and some of his research that I have found out about. I've done a documentary on Tesla. I've done a UFO case, which I can't debunk, but it could be a hoax, and it may not be a hoax. It's hard to know. The video can be faked, of course, but it looks very convincing. Called Alien Greys, captured inside a UFO. It's not like Mr. Ed. It's actually quite believable. Although it's a 20-year-old camera it was captured on. Golf Breeze, you may think you know about it, but until you've watched my episode, there'll be some things that you have missed. And my conclusion at the end of it, I'm still 50-50 on it. So go and have a watch of that one. And I've also got reviews of UFO toys in the old episodes. I've got UFO patents. That's worth having a look at. D clock, the bell, and paranormal. And I've also got some interesting novelty ones, like this Einstein one here, that will test out your eyes and mind to see what you see and what you see on the screen. And it actually plays around with your mind, and you start to see a three-dimensional image appear in front of the screen. It's worth having a play of that one. It's quite freaky when it happens. I'll post the link for that one in the side. Go and have a play with it. So, might as well begin. Okay. Now, before I start, I'll switch back to this one. And I found this funny image on Facebook. Let's see if I can find it. And you talk about the artifacts on Mars. And here it is here. Hopefully it's coming up. And it's skull found. And it's actually just, as you can see, a milk carton, and that kind of fools your eyes to think that's a long head with a deep eyes and a nose and a mouth at the bottom. It's all to do with perspective and matrixing of the pattern in your head, I suppose, because our brains like to see faces, apparently. What do they call it? Pareidolia is the technical word for it. So yeah, thought I'd share that one. I thought it was quite funny. Ancient skull found on archaeological dig, proof of aliens' origins on Earth. I'll switch back to my desktop. Looks like no one's about or interested in watching. We could watch it offline, I guess. Should be probably 10 o'clock in UK about now, and probably bedtime for Americans. And Australia would be 8 o'clock PM, 8 PM. And where I am, it's now 10. If I bring up the clock, it should be on the screen there. So far, I get to see it backwards, which is kind of crazy. But on YouTube, it'll be all right. It's coming up now. It's about 30 seconds behind. 10:15 PM. So, yeah. I'll just switch it back to the desktop. Still lagging a bit. Okay. I'll just post a link here of the video I'm going to talk about. First one is this one. It's just come out from third phase. It doesn't have the sound. I'll just put closed captions on. Hopefully it's not too slow. It's going a bit slow today. Some days it's good and some days it's slow. Now they're talking about this something huge just happened over UK. That's kind of a clickbait title there. Here we go. This thing here, they're calling a UFO cloud, or a UFO cloaked in cloud. There we go. So what they're saying, see if we can find the start of it. They're saying it just happened over UK, which is wrong, which I'll show you in a minute. Smoking gun photograph. Mothership over United Kingdom, London. We're witnessing right now. They're saying because it's got straight edges here that it's got to be non-natural. Clouds don't have straight edges, but is it straight? And can clouds have dark and bright bits like that? So if we look down the bottom here, they say it's a MUFON case. Did they say it is here? They said it's a MUFON case somewhere here, but they don't tell us the number. But they haven't put any details in the description. only the one about the lava at the front. So I had to do some searching on this one. There you go, it's talking about MUFON. This guy did not hear back from MUFON. I wonder why. Now, I'm not too sure if they don't reply to hoaxes or not, or stupidity, but I'll find out from Il from MUFON, see what he says about it. So, first thing I did is I opened up Google to see if I can find the original source. Hello, I see someone's watching. So, type in, it goes up the top, doesn't it? I found a way around that. You've got to use the home button or something. And that, then it stops it. Oh, it brings up this one, yeah. Now it won't go up the top, you see. If you click on the home button, have it bookmarked. There's a way around that. But it's a wee bit small right in there, so I'll see if I can scale it up. There we go. So we want to do some previous searches, or some it predicts as well. UFO, cloud, mothership, did he say? UK. So he said that's just happened. So technically we should be able to find it on MUFON. And I had a look on Stalker. And there was none listed with clouds. So here we go. Looks like it originally come from UFO Mania, and that was published on June 18, not today, which is 26th of June. So it was over a week ago. So it's not just happened. And if we try and find a MUFON number for it, it'll be in that video. Hopefully they've listed it. We'll just skip it. See if it's the same one. And yep, we got some better views of it here. Looks like they took 3 photographs of it. And looks like it was changing shapes in those 3 photographs. Which means it would be a cloud, not a solid object. But we'll have a look. We'll plug it into the editor and stuff. So, if we look in their description, hopefully they've got a link. And they've got a MUFON number here. Well, they've got a MUFON link to the photo. So if we click on that, the photo will have the number at the beginning of it. And we have a look on this line here. So it's 92772, the case number. And I think I plugged it in already. There it is here. 92772. And there's the photographs they took. So we can bring them up. We can bring them up on UFO Stalker. So for they're the wrong direction. Obviously, they're quite big. But yeah, it looks like it's changed shapes on that one. And UFO clouds are pretty common. If we go back to Google search and go images, here's quite a few fantastic ones. And of course, you know they're not solid objects, because in video, when they video them, you can see it changing shapes as the air current blows them. But they look convincing if you just take one frame out of sequence like this. And there you go, already we can see a YouTube of this one as well in the images. Some of these obviously are going to be fakes, because there are tools like this one here, that's a fake. There are tools on mobile phone apps that allow you to insert these type of UFO effects into photographs. Yeah, that's probably another fake. And also some of them can be reflections from ceiling lights. But that one's a cloud. That one's probably a fake. That one's a cloud. You can see it's a cloud. Cloud with lightning, maybe. Here's one that looks like maybe ceiling lights reflecting off a window. Here's another one, which is actually a cloud. There's a bull cloud. They do happen. It depends how much ice particles are up in the atmosphere. You can see it's not a perfect sphere. But yeah, Mother Nature is quite amazing. Another UFO cloud there. Another one. Yeah, there's quite a lot of them. A lot of them. That's the Chinese one with the city reflecting a mirage into the clouds. I wasn't sure whether that was faked or not, but it does happen, apparently. Another weird cloud on a mountain. That's a plane contrail. So yeah, you can see there's quite a few there. So we'll grab these images here. And have a better look at them. So we'll save it. I'll probably go to the wrong screen, will it? I know. Downloads, pull. So we've grabbed the first one. And the second one. So why didn't they take a video of it for a minute to see how much it deformed? Yeah, it's kind of stupid, really. But anyway, save image. I don't think MUFON spends too much time on UFO clouds. Choose the next one. No. Was there a next one? Looks like there should have been 3. Why didn't it come up? 1. It needs like a number on the screen, doesn't it? So we know which one's been clicked. Oh no, it's got the arrow that way. 1, 2, 3. So that should be 3. So we got, make sure it stays file 3. Yep, it does. File 1, file 2. We're getting there. So I want to set one to an open. Not sure why that's open. Still going. I think it's all working still. Got to keep an eye on 2 screens here. Okay, so should be in the downloads folder. Hello? Anybody out there? What's this rubbish? It's got opened up on the wrong screen here. Drag it across. There we go. So if we click on them, we can have a look in the photo viewer thing and zoom in. Kind of looks like a shark. It's got a shark fin up the top here and a dorsal here. So maybe it's a shark cloud. We should really check to see the exit if metadata, exit if they call it. Extended information, I think it stands for. Open, send to. Send to exit tool GUI, which is basically a graphic interface for a command line tool to make it easier to use. And it's open source and free. You can find it online by Googling for it. And it's not looking so good at the moment because we've got no exit if data up here. Right, it was on the wrong setting. So what have we got? No, I haven't got any phone model in it. So it could have been photoshopped. So that's probably why you didn't hear from MUFON. Probably classed as a hoaxer. So that answers that one. They don't answer hoaxes. Nope. No phone. We'll have a look at the other images though. So it's 432, 324. Just looked like it was taken with a phone rather than a camera because it's portrait, which is the wrong way to take a photograph. But you don't get as much detail because there's more pixels horizontally than there is vertically. And it helps to have more pixels horizontally for analysis. But yeah, not looking like it's got any camera information. JPEG old. So they're highly suspect in that case, these ones. They could have been touched up and then submitted. Modern phones all have the phone model embedded into the photograph. So yeah, that's not very helpful, is it? And what description did he give it? Let's have a read of the description. There's not much to tell. I went out for a cig, had a strange feeling to look up. At first glance, it just appears to be clouds, but the shape just seemed too perfect. It was fairly windy at the time, with the clouds moving quickly past, but the object just stayed there. So why didn't he take a video of it then, showing us the clouds whizzing past it? See, it's very highly suspect. And here he's making excuses. I would have got a video too, but my iPhone has seen better days and video is not working. And also, it's not putting metadata in. I think this guy's a faker. And that's why he sent it to those websites. So what is it? What was that other one called? With the talking robot voice? UFO Mania. And also Third Phase picked it up from there, I think. Or someone sent in the link to it. But it certainly hasn't happened today. It's a week old. So yeah, highly suspect, and looks like it's been artificially added in, I think. I think you can put that through online video analysis tools, which I haven't used before very much, because it can be tricky sometimes to see if it's actually a fake or not. But you can find out, what is it, photo forensics. Need to do that thing again. Save the. Oh yeah. A bit too big. Photo forensics. We could try a few of the free ones and see how good they do. Now, what happens is they look at the compression in the I wonder if I should upload it or choose the one that I found directly to MUFON. I could do that, I suppose. Yeah, what happens is it looks at different compressions on the video, on the photograph itself for JPEG. I think it only works for JPEGs, but it might work. Oh, yeah, it saves pings as well. But it can work out wherever if a photograph has been recompressed, modified, edited, and recompressed, and it shows up these artifacts. Let's see if we can find it on this photo anyway. What was the link to it? Have we got a link that we can copy? Probably have to open it. Right click, copy link we want. Copy image, no. Copy image address, we'll try that. And paste it in the first one. Looks like it's the right location. Try upload, see what this one can tell us. What's it doing down here? So, I think it's trying to show us the compression levels here. To see if it's not looking correct. So there's the UFO here. And is it consistent with the rest of the photograph? Does it look a bit smoother there, doesn't it? Less pixels. So that's sort of got a lot of pixels there. This one's got none, and it looks like we really need to rotate it. Can we rotate it? How do we use this? They call it ELA, Error Level Analysis. Metadata even does that, which is quite handy if you don't have the tool on your computer, and it's coming up with the same information that my tool showed. So that's interesting. It's given some extra information here, saying it's an Apple computer at least. So what's that telling us though? Is that telling us it was edited on an Apple computer? I'm not too sure. Notice it hasn't got a device number here listed. Now, why would the device number be missing? What did you say it was? An iPhone. Yeah. A tab up the top here. So why only take 3 photographs? Why not just keep clicking and taking photographs as fast as you can, and you have like 100 photographs where you can actually put it together into a video? So yeah, it's all suspect to me, this one. Is it an iPhone? Does it say iPhone again? Yeah, where was it? Take photograph. iPhone, yeah, at the very end. Doesn't say what model number, you see. But I think all of them would list the phone data here. All modern smartphones do, as far as I know, unless it gets edited. And here we go, we can rotate it here by looks of it. That makes it a bit easier. Oh, there you go. And you hover over it. So what's it telling us? What's interesting in this, it's got a red pattern here, which suggests means it's been touched up. But then again, there's some red in this up here as well. Yeah, it's very hard to read this analysis. So that's why I don't use it very often, because if you do some research on it, they say there's ways around and other ways that can produce the compression artifacts. Well, let's swing it into the editor anyway. We're still working. Looks like it. So we're sticking in paint.net. I think if UFOs did have cloaking, they wouldn't be hovering like that in a cloud layer and not changing shape for, 30 minutes, hours on end, because it would be so obvious. Why would you have cloaking? Because you still stand out, because it wouldn't be natural, if you know what I mean. I think a lot of the UFOs do have cloaking, and that's why we're not getting the same photographs that they used to get in the 1950s. That's what I think myself. I think the technology has improved. Our technology has improved a lot in 50 years, 70 years, and so would other alien species that might be visiting us would also have improved technology. So we can run it through our color curves. Yeah. Our third phase called their spectrum. I should post the MUFON number down the side for anyone that wants to look at it. So I'll do that now. Just have to keep remembering to do this. There you go. So if you want to look at it, the case number yourself, you can. So let's do a flip hue. Does kind of look solid there, though, I must admit. Especially when you do that. That really brings it out, you see. Looks a bit better what I've done here than third phases attempt. To me, that looks like it's fake. Is there any telltale signs? I'd probably have to look at all 3 photographs. Let's zoom into that bit there. Make it bigger. Testing a lot of pixel data there, though, isn't there? $4,000 by 300. That's 1,200. So that's 12 megapixel image. So what phone uses 12 megapixels? I think it might be an iPhone. iPhone 6, isn't it? It's not that old. It should have had the iPhone 6. If it's iPhone 6, then it should have had that in the metadata. We want pixels photo. You see? We're talking about it being 1080p, but our photographs was 3000p. So what phone does 4000? Well, let's type it in. What was it? 432? 3000. What was it going? Left it down, didn't I? No fear, we can find out. With this tool called Media Info, which is quite quick. Yeah, it's on the wrong screen. It's 4032 by 3024. So what iPhone does that? So I had it almost right. 24. There we go. Looks like it's quite a recent phone. iPhone 7 by the looks of it. Should have had that information in the settings of the photograph if it hadn't been tampered with. Here we go. 12 megapixels, which is what I said. iPhone 6 camera, it says here. And that's not what we looked at. That's not the right pixels. Unless it's depending on the megapixel one you get. I don't know. Here we go. We've got a list down the side here. It's an iPhone 7. That's not very old. There you go. 12 megapixels. So it's an iPhone. Device specifications. That's quite a handy little list there, isn't it? All different cameras. Comparison. Maybe I should bookmark that for later use, if I remember to use it again. So it's an iPhone 7. When were iPhone 7s out? Only a year ago, wasn't it? Closed it down. It's the latest one at the moment. iPhone 8 or 9. iPhone release date. There we go. Don't have to type it in. It's predicting what we want. So it's 1 year and end of 16. So it's December almost. So it's a year and a half old. Year and a half old phone, and you can't take a video. It's not exactly old phone. It's kind of fishy, isn't it? Makes me wonder if this is a app on a smartphone that puts in the fake UFO. It does look like it could be a. Let's see if we can find out about fake UFOs, clouds. So we know it's an iPhone 7. So we need to know iTunes, probably iTunes. Okay. That's annoying. I hate that feature. I want iTunes. Cloud UFO. See what we can find out. Yeah, here we go. Get some images of the app. Oh, I thought it was, but it's not. UFO on tape. Probably people that use iPhones out there would know for sure. They'll look at that and say, yeah, I've seen that. You can do it with an app. Wonder what it's called. Let's try fake UFO. Maybe smartphone or something. So, UFO clouds are real. Here's how they happen. So that's talking about natural, I guess. I'll have a look at that. Wasn't actually looking for that. UFO is fake. It's very slow opening though. NationalGeographic.com. Hey, who we got here on the side chat? Welcome. Where are you from? America? UK? Broadcasting from New Zealand, Christchurch, New Zealand. What is the time at the moment? 11 o'clock. We're looking at a MUFON case, which was put up by Third Phase. Yeah, I thought you might be UK, because this is the UK friendly time. My night time is your daytime. So, yeah. So UFO clouds are a real natural thing, but now we've got these smartphone apps that can create these fake UFO clouds, and people have tried to send them into newspapers and UFO sites to try and fool people. Right. Yes, it's always meant to be raining. What's happened to our picture here? Something crazy happened there. It started dimming. Yeah, we heard it's meant to be raining a bit in the UK. But it's been raining quite a bit over here in New Zealand as well. I think it's probably due to that volcano in Hawaii putting up a lot of dust in the atmosphere. But today we had a sunny day too. Yeah, it could be with pollution. He's saying here he's been looking into, well, the sky haze, a white haze sometimes. Yeah, it could, dust, all that fine dust from volcanoes getting up the atmosphere. It goes right around the world. Normally know if it's dust in the atmosphere because your sunsets turn like the orange color. Do I know Dutch? No. That's Holland. I'm down at the bottom of the world, not the top. But they do, isn't it? They've got a few volcanoes going off at the moment in different places. New Zealand's got a volcano up at the North Island. Lucky enough, we're reasonably far away from that one. That's still active, the White Island one. But Christchurch is a extinct volcano called the Port Hills, and a lot of the rich people live around the rim of Port Hills. But there's no guarantee that won't start up being a volcano again. Littleton is actually inside the volcano crater. If you have a look, I'll just sidetrack, see if I can bring up a picture for you. Right, you're talking about a website called Dutch Since. Was that meant to be science? Dutch science? Dutch YouTube channel tracks the volcanoes and earthquakes. Yep, I reckon we're going to have a colder winter because of these volcanoes. It's going to block out more of the sunlight. We had the dimmest, what did they say in the news last week? We had the dimmest light in Christchurch for a long time, for so many years or whatever. Do you want to come on and chat? I can give you a link if you want to chat. Still type. So yeah, Christchurch. If we bring up a map of Christchurch, Port Hills, you'll see it's an old volcano. New Zealand, Port Hills. Of course, it always takes a long time to load because I'm streaming at the same time. My computer's having to do twice the amount of work it normally does. Here's Littleton Harbour, but if you get a satellite view of it, you can see that there's a crater rim pretty much off the volcano. There we go. There's Littleton, which is the port of Littleton. And all this was ancient volcano. You can see here. Lucky enough, I'm way out in the middle of the countryside out this way. Yeah. It's a extinct volcano. Of course, it could erupt again. They carved a lot of the bricks they use for a lot of the buildings hundreds of years ago. What is it, 150 years ago? It's not that many years since it was colonised from UK and other countries, but mostly UK come here. So if I zoom out, you can see the fault line here for where the earthquake plates happen. But this whole country is riddled with fault lines. And we've got a fault line that runs along the backbone of the Alpines here. But you can drive across the island in half a day. As you can see, it's not that wide. It takes maybe a day of constant driving to get down to the bottom from Christchurch to Dunedin, down the bottom there. It's not really that big. Up here is Auckland. That's where most of the population is. I think it's about half the population, like 3 million up there. And there's only like 700,000 down in Christchurch here. So yeah. And of course, next to us is Australia over here. Of course, the flat earth won't believe that it's a globe. And of course, you're way over here, England. If it'll let us go there. Oh, where's it gone? You're way over here somewhere, aren't you? Looks pretty cloudy there. Look in the right place. Oh, I've gone too far. That's Africa, isn't it? So it should be up here. So you're on the other side, pretty much. Other side. Should be there, shouldn't it? Somewhere. Spain. Getting there. There we go. There's UK up there. So you're sort of above and around. It's quite an interesting playing around with Google Maps and Google Earth. So where were we? Yeah, we're used to the quakes here. He's saying we're getting killed by quakes down the side chat there, if you can read. I'll just bring it up. No, I don't know about that Dutch Synths website you're talking about, or channel. What was this, right? We'll just have a look at UFO clouds. So they form naturally. But what I was looking for was the application that makes the fake UFOs, to see if we can compare it to this particular photograph here, because we figured there was no it looks too perfect, you know what I mean? It looks like it's done by application. It looks very suspect. And also the exit metadata didn't have iPhone 7 listed, because we worked out the pixels has to be from an iPhone 7. And he was saying his camera phone wouldn't take video showing the clouds moving past, which is all highly suspect. To me, it looks like some sort of camera app making an artificial cloud, to me anyway, and I was trying to prove it, see if I could find the utility that does it. I'm not sure if anyone out there that's watching would know. Any Apple users or iPhone users, app users? So what are we going to say here? If we can... I know there has been some fakes published in the past. And they look very similar to this one. Let's have a look on images again. See, I think that one looks very similar, doesn't it? But a different angle to this one. That looks more side on. And that one's looking more up, and it's got that whispery cloud layer. Maybe you can pick your type of UFO that you want. This is obviously one that's got some windows along the edge. It looks very similar to me. What's this one here? That one looks a closer fit. But that one's also got the windows. Well, I want to know what the name of the application is on the iTunes that does it. See, I think that's another one done the same. Who would have thought we'd spend so long looking at a UFO cloud? But obviously these ones here are natural. You can see the sun shining through. See, there's one that looks a bit suspect as well. Probably an artist drawing that one. But why can't we find the application? We don't know too much about aliens. This is why we're still researching it. But I was saying before that you wouldn't have a UFO hovering in the sky for half an hour or whatever, because that would show itself up then, wouldn't it? What's the point in having cloaking technology if you're sitting up there with the clouds blowing past you and you're not moving with the clouds? You know what being. So here's some other ones that people claim to be UFOs, and it's on our famous site, dailymail.co.uk. So that one you can clearly see it's changed from photograph to photograph. But if you watched a whole video of it, right, if you recorded it long enough, that cloud probably would have broken up completely into 2 bits, or you know what I mean. A lot of these people just film it for a short time or just take photographs and say, here's a UFO cloaked. And you can take a single frame of a cloud UFO and you have no real way to tell if it's faked or not. Looks like the video's gone crazy here on the screen. Doesn't line up properly. But yeah, I was trying to find the application for it. Do you know the vest? Do you know about any camera applications that fake UFOs into photographs? Here's another one here, Daily Mail again. Chile this time. Yeah, wait for it to load. While it's loading, I'll check out the other screen here. See if anyone's sent me any messages. So how many people got on now? 2, is it? Who we got down the side? Just 1. Don't panic. UFO-shaped clouds sweep across Chile. Oh, yeah. They're pretty clever, these UFO clouds, though. Mother Nature does some crazy stuff. Just shows they'll publish anything for a good story. And of course, they got all these ads they put up. Yeah. So where's the sun behind that cloud? Or is it over here shining this way? But you can see that cloud here is sort of deformed in the next photograph. At least they say they're clouds. But yeah, I was looking for the application that makes the fake ones, because I think this one we're looking at, I put the case number up top there if you want to get to it. UFO Stalker. If you scroll up the comments, if you can scroll up, I don't know if you can on live or not. To me, it looks like it's artificially made via application using a smartphone app on iPhone. That's my gut feeling, and the metadata isn't there. It doesn't say the iPhone model or type, but it says it's Apple. So it could have been modified in an application and lost that information from the original photograph that it was used from. I think this guy's just trying to fake MUFON. And if you zoom up even closer here, has the whispery cloud overlaying the edges occasionally. Definitely not a cloud. It looks like it's been faked. I was just trying to find the application that fakes them, though. Let's just try UFO there. So, reading the headlines here. And we're not, it's not listing any applications. What other keywords can I try? Camera. Okay. Phone. UFO. Nothing is popping out to me there. Something is weird going on. In what way? You're saying down the side here. Chemtrails have been debunked. There are 77 climate scientists worldwide from all countries, and not a single one of them come forward and said they found anything abnormal in the chemical analysis or temperatures ranges, apart from global warming, of course. Let's see. If you type in a search for it, getting sidetracked again. But if you type in, what is it? 77 scientists. Chemtrails, maybe. See what we can find. There you go. Quite a few listings here. Say no to chemtrails. So all those, and that was back in August 2016. Now, if you have a read of what they say. Yeah. Is it loading? Just running slow. Taking ages to load. But you can go and Google that yourself and have a read. I'll post the link down the side there of this one. So basically what they say here. So team surveyed two groups of experts, atmospheric chemists and geochemists. Their findings published in a peer-reviewed journal. What's it say here? Told me that near zero is partially funded by Bill Gates. But he said Bill Gates played no role in choosing the study. What some people think are chemtrails are just ordinary contrails, which are becoming more abundant as air travel expands. Also, it's possible that the climate change is causing contrails to persist longer periods than they used to. But there are other documents or news clips here that give more information. And chemtrails conspiracy theory gets put into the ultimate test. So you can paste that one on the side as well if you want. But I think they're all talking about the same thing, the study. I think if you get 77 scientists agreeing, I think it says a lot that chemtrails are just contrails. And also, I think one said there was something abnormal. And what was it now? I can't quite remember what it was now. But it was something related to something natural anyway. Maybe it's in this report. It's in one of the websites if you have a read. I read it a few months back. Just water vapor, no evidence. So that last one I posted is probably a better layout. In the end, 77 scientists reported back that the results were not terribly surprising. 98.7%, 7 out of 77, because I said one of them had something strange, said they had encountered no evidence of a secret large-scale atmospheric program. What happened to the other guy? He said doesn't talk about the other guy, but one of them does. I have come across it. Oh, here we go. Of course, the first thing you notice is one scientist who dissented. In this case, it's hardly a smoking gun. The one participant who answered yes said the evidence they had come across was high levels of... was it spelled wrong? Atmospheric barium in the remote area with standard low soil barium or barium, I suppose. In other words, they found something unusual, high amounts of barium, which hardly supports the idea of widespread cover-ups of mind control techniques. So enough on that anyway. I suppose that might have scared you off. But back to seeing if we can find this application, cell phone. It's not looking good though. Let's try some other keywords. Bacon. UFOs. On phone. See what that gives us. What's this one here at the top? Yeah. That's not going to help us. It's funny how you can't find what you're looking for sometimes on Google because there's so much rubbish that comes up in search results that don't match the keywords that you've typed in. Smartphone. UFO smartphone app. How about that? So let's have a look at this top one. You're back the vest because I said it dropped you off before. It said 2 people, then 1 person, and now it's back to 2 again. So, oh god. Is this the camera app? Indian. Oh, that's that kid that says he talks to aliens in India. That's not going to be about the camera app. Oh, I might just have to flag that one and have a look during the week, see if I can find it, and then talk about it in another stream, perhaps. What fake and voice changer? What's that got to do with UFOs, though? See, the Google search results are rubbish. Yeah. Let's try UFO cloud again. Yeah, I already shown the metadata vest. You'd have to watch the previous bit of my stream. I won't go over it now. I did put it through photo forensics. But I'm trying to find whether we can pin that being a faked photograph from an application. But these ones look very similar. But it doesn't have the whispery edges to it, you know what I mean? Like the other one does. But all these ones look natural, you see? Because they're not perfect UFO shapes like the other photograph. This one's just too perfect. You know, the shape of it looks too solid. So it looks like it's artificially created. So like that one, Scotland, they're saying. But those ones look more of a cloud, whispery cloud effect. But they could be an app as well. That's why we've got to question everything that we look at nowadays, because people are out to fool us. But I know there are apps out there that fake UFO clouds like these ones. You can see there's quite a lot. It's amazing, really, how many photographs of UFO clouds there are. See, that one looks quite kind of cool. Let's zoom into it. Definitely a cloud, though, isn't it? Because you can see it's not solid edges. It's sort of whispery. That looks like a classic Mexican hat one. There's some funny ones here. crazy cloud, because you get those that'll be a crazy cloud, all right, because you get the whirling pattern, wind currents up atop of mountains. Does that? But we don't know if they've been photoshopped, of course. But I think that's all we can do on this particular photograph anyway, unless we can find a app that creates it, or maybe he made his own. So yeah, I'd say this one is faked. There it is there. But when you start enhancing it, looks like it's added in, and the clouds are added over top, fake clouds over top. You know, it's easy to do that smudgy effect with the clouds with software or, editors. It looks too fake for me. So let's have a look at, he had 3 images. We looked at the first one. Now the last one, has it changed shape at all? Or is it still looking the same? So has it moved? Looks like it's tilted, is it? Or has he zoomed less? So what you can do is you can overlay it, one picture over the other. So what we can do is we can import, where is it? Import from file. And I want to go to downloads. That should be here, shouldn't it? Why is it not gotten the list? That's why I always put it on J drive, because it's easier to find than the computer downloads. Should be in the list here, shouldn't it? Pictures, maybe? No. Yeah. Let's find out from here. Where is it? Pull downloads. I thought it was in the list, side list here, but maybe it only comes up through my computer rather than the application. So import from that location. There we go. Okay, and here we're in business. So we want photo 3 overlaid on top of this one. And we can change transparency of it. Layers, properties, and change it to overlay. And you can see he's moved location with the camera. See, the building doesn't line up anymore. So we'll just keep that one on for the time being. So we should be able to move this picture around. There we go. And line it up. So for the computer's going slow. It's not helping me. It should be there. And it looks like it's identical. So for his steps sideways, by the looks of it. Total matchup. So they're not three different photographs. It's got some motion blur this direction. And the cloud hasn't changed shape at all, because we're not getting any sort of like special ghosting effect. So if we change it to multiply, multiply, yep. Oh. And we can have a look what it does. And it just boosts out the brightness. And you can see that the cloud shape is constant. Now look, we can start to see underneath the cloud now, because it's added two photographs together. Look, looks like an artificial object put into the photograph to me. Yeah, because that's not blurred. See here, the shrubs blur into the right from motion blur, and this looks like it's not blurred at all. I think that gives it away as a fake. So yeah, I think we'll just kick this one in the ass and say hoax. Why people do it, I don't know. Just to get kicks that they fooled MUFON. So we'll look at the next UFO case now anyway. So just showing you some more tools to use on that paint.net that I haven't shown before. How you can use layers to see how much the object has moved or changed. And you can see he's taken 3 photographs and the clouds haven't moved. You can also do, what's another good one for layer effects? Color dodge. So I'm not sure what that one does. Looks like it takes away the sky, which is probably handy, I suppose, if you want to get rid of the sky in the background without editing too much. Difference. There we go. 0 difference. But there you can see that the cloud's been added over top. Fake. Now let's get rid of that one. We'll go on to the next UFO case. See if I can find that app sometime, or other people know about it. Can put it in the comments and help us out. So the next one I'm going to look at is the other case that came out this week about UFOs in UK, London. And I'll just post it in here. Also from our mate's third phase on the moon, who didn't know what it was, but we'll find out. And I'll show you how to look it up. So this one here. Now, what could it be? UFOs, drones, birds. What else could it be? Reflection in a window? I don't think so, though. It definitely looks like it's moving like a swarm of birds, or flock of birds, I should say. What's murmuration, they call it? So, it's an interesting video. And then they also got a second part to it. From Las Vegas. So that's better one here. Why does he keep moving the camera though? Crazy. Should keep it landscape and zoom in if you can. So now we zoom up one to the other one. This one here is saying there's UFOs in the sky, and to the side of it is an airport with planes landing. So what could that one be? Military exercise, flares, lanterns. See this here? It looked like it was blinking. Might give us a clue. Seems to. Why does he keep moving it? Why does he not just stay focused on it? I think this one's another guy trying to hoax, because he can't keep a camera still. And like it goes out of focus. Crazy movement. So we'll look at that one too. But over the side here on the left is airport, he said, with planes landing. So what's this on the right? And this is at Las Vegas. So we'll do some research on these ones. So the first one we said could be birds. And what was the date for it? Have they given us the date? Now, I did post a comment to their page, which you may have just saw. Now, what's happened here? I do want to show what I said, because I just want to show you how I found out. So, has it got dates there at all? Las Vegas. And London one. Doesn't give us any dates, does it? But we can still search on that. So let's have a look. So we want to say let's words London. And what's the date on the video? Where's the date? 24th. So it'd be around about 24th, I guess. See if we can get any searches on that. And straight away, look what pops up. 1,000 lead pigeons take to the London skyline 5 days ago. Completely solved. Also, lots other ones down here talking about it. So it's not the only news site. So that one's debunked for looks of it. And I'll probably have a video of it too. Unfortunately, we don't get any sound on the video player of the website because we're streaming. Plus, we don't want to break any copyright. We're just doing it for fair use analysis. So here you go. Closer up view of the same thing by the looks of it. He's trying to signal to pigeons, is it? There you go. Looks pretty cool. At least it's a high definition video. So why did they do that? We have to go down and read. More than 1,500 pigeons have been strapped with LED lights as they flock the London skyline as part of the Lift Festival. As day turns to night, the pigeons will light up in the sky in Thamesmead, southeast London. And to give us a day. Previously, Fly By Night was premiered in Brooklyn's Navy Yard, 2016. So it doesn't say too much on that one. So let's have a look at the other news clipping. This one here. Did I click it? Yep. It's very slow. And here we go. We've got some pictures of it. And what day was it? 21st of June. And this was published. Which is the date that I put in the search, wasn't it? 5 days ago. Here's some more pictures of the same thing, but different distance. We're seeing that one. Anyway, I was meant to celebrate. We'd probably have to look up Lift Festival to celebrate World War II using pigeons to communicate over wartime lines. I suppose they used them in World War I as well, didn't they? This one had a link to Lift. So we click on that one, see what it says. So that one's debunked. All we did was put in lights, birds, and if it didn't find anything, then we could have put in lights, drones, London, UK, and see if that found anything. So you got to do the research, obviously, and this is what I'm showing you, how you can find out. And that link just took us back to the same thing. We probably have to Google it. Lift Festival. So it wasn't the 23rd of June. So they published that 3 days later, 2 days later, third phase. So yeah. The festival highlights. Each bird represents the overlooked heroes of World War One. No, it was World War One, not two. But I would have used it in both wars, I would have thought anyway. So that one looks like it gives us more information about historic reason about it. Ooh, graphics. Really small writing. What have we got down here? So it was on Thursday, the 21st, which is a Saturday, at 9:15 p.m. So probably was getting dark about then, twilight over there. I'm not too sure. It gets dark pretty quick in New Zealand here at the moment. At 5:30, I think the sun suddenly drops. So yeah, so the first one off that video here was birds. I'll just go back to it. There you go, flying around, but they're at a different location, obviously further away, and obviously their camera is not as good as that probably the $10,000 one they were using to film the guy for TV. And this other one for Las Vegas, where the guy's moving around like an idiot. We probably have to get Google Maps up and see if they've got some buildings or towers or cranes that might have lights on top that they're building over there at the moment, and see how in relationship to the airport it is. To me, it looks like it's a blinking light, and this distance is constant. To me, that looks like it's on a building or a tower or a crane. And I think all of them are blinking the same distance above. So maybe we can pin it. And he said there was airplanes landing over on the left here. Is that the airport there? And the lights are over on the right. There we go. So he zooms in. So see if we can find that on the Las Vegas map, shall we? Now I think we might have to do a street view. If we could work out what position he is, because that's going to be the hardest thing. If we knew the exact spot that he was standing at, or a street that he was off, if we typed the street name and went street view, we could look the same direction and then zoom in and see what's out there. So we won't type in Las Vegas. And we're going to do maps and see what they've got there. Have they got any big towers with lights on? Okay, they've got some mountain ranges here, but looks of it. Canyon National, Blue Diamond Mountains, Slogan Canyon. So if he was over here filming this direction, then we've got mountains that could have TV towers on with blinking lights. So where's the airport is the question. Las Vegas airport, where is it? Not seeing it on the map here. I know they've got a military base. Far Rump, that's where Art Bell lives. He lives over here, out in the sort of a desert area. And I think Area 51's up in this direction. But he was talking about a UFO. I did an episode on Art Bell when he died. Him talking about his UFO sighting. If you want to go and have a listen to that, it's in my episodes. Probably, if few months back now, wasn't it? When he died. But yeah, where's the airport? Must be an airport close. Military base, maybe. Out in the distance. So, what's that giving us? Karen. So the airport's there, is it? Is that Las Vegas, though? No, that's not, is it? New York, it says up here. Oh. No, it's Las Vegas. Las Vegas. McCarran International. Is that how you say that? Spring Valley. So where are the mountains again? So the airport's there. And the lights seem to be up this direction here, wasn't it? Straight down the middle. So he must have been over this way. Filming from this mountain range here, or building. Filming this direction. And that's the mountain range, isn't it? So there's the airport. So it could be lights anywhere in that area going that way. So let's have a look on the satellite. Oh, looks rocky, doesn't it? And looks pretty high up here. Las Vegas is in a sort of like a dip. And that's where Art Bell was over here. Living in that area. So there's quite a lot of mountain ranges there, could have towers with lights on. And looks like he could have been filming somewhere over on these mountain ranges here in that video. How can we find out towers though? We have to try and drop on Street View, I suppose. Let's start up on the mountains. Oh, where do we go? I must have dropped it. What's happened? Dropped on a street somewhere. Of course, it's going to be a daytime view too, not a nighttime. Perhaps we could Google and give us some ideas. Radio station towers or TV towers. Might give us a name. So we're looking for, what, 3 towers with blinking lights pretty much. Radio tower. Las Vegas. Just say. Looks like a radio tower on that one. Diamond, a huge radio tower. View of Las Vegas Strip. So it sounds like that this close. Huge radio tower climb. But whereabouts is it? Of course, we've got a lot of these high buildings there also in Las Vegas that could have the flashing lights on. Oh, here's some towers. They've got lots of towers. Lots of towers here. And some big ones here. So let's have a look at these ones over here first. Could be any of those, but it had to be three together, wouldn't it? Whereabouts is it? That's his name. Black Mountain. So Black Mountain looks like the place where those towers are going to be. So we want a night shot, probably. So can we go to Google Maps and type Black Mountain in? So let's see. I may have the direction wrong that he was standing. So we'll go back to the map. I don't want that. How do we get out of Street View? I'll zoom out, don't you? Yep. I think that changes it. Yep. Let's see. Yep. So we've got lots of new looking houses here, though. That looks like pretty built up there. Swimming pool there. Wow, look at all the nice houses. A lot of rich people there, huh? So how do we get back to the normal map? That one. We'll get there. So we know Black Mountain's got some radio towers. And where's Black Mountain? Down the bottom here, wasn't it? Mountain Springs. So where's Black Mountain? I suppose we might have to search for it. And we've lost the airport. But it was about there somewhere, wasn't it? So Black Mountain. Looks like it's zoomed in. So whereabouts is it? Sloan Canyon. Henderson. So that means he was standing over here then, because he was looking at the mountains in this direction, and the airport we knew was up here. So that all fits. Whereabouts was the airport again? Just above, wasn't it? Where's the damn airport? Oh, we knew it was up here somewhere. It was close by. The airport was here somewhere, and the towers are here, and that's where he was filming from, over here on this mountain range. So he would have been on this road here, 160, Blue Diamond. He would have been over here somewhere. It was called, oh, here we go. There's the airport. So we got the airport, and we got the towers. So he was filming this direction. So we've pinned his location. So he was standing here filming this way. Makes perfect sense. So he's looking at radio towers. I wonder if we can get a view of the towers on this. No. Maybe from that road. And it looks pretty modern. So the towers were this direction. Some flash looking sports cars there. So where were the towers? Which way? Over that way. Nope. See if we can spot them. I thought I had it focusing the right way though. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's power lines. That looks like black mountains because they're black. Somewhere over there. Oh, what's happened? Just put us into a shop. I clicked on the screen. Stupid. Speed Vegas. Well, we don't want that. How do we get out of it? Okay. Well, let's drop it onto this road place here in the corner or there. It's got to be right next to the mountain, surely. Here we go. American flag. They look like black mountains. Where's these towers? Frustrating. Shows how hilly it is there. And there's Las Vegas there, by the looks of it. There's some sky risers. So it's quite big. But where's these towers? We should be right next door to them on that photograph. And normally they put TV antennas up high and radio transmitters. Maybe we're on the wrong side of this mountain. Maybe it's behind us. It's frustrating. Can we move around here? Well, that moves it. Definitely looks like a rocky desert. You'd think it'd be easy to find these towers. We saw photographs of them. It's frustrating. Well, let's zoom back out. Should let us zoom out, shouldn't it? Why is it not letting us zoom up? That's how I got out of it last time. There we go. Black Mountains. Reckons it's there. Black Mountain. Avionics. I wonder what you call them. Got any pictures? Towers, maybe? Tower. Mountain Drive. Is that the one? It's Australia. They have black mountains as well. We don't want that. I think if you lived in Las Vegas, you'd say, yep, straight away. See that every night. And whoever filmed that video was either hoaxing or pranking, or maybe just like a guest there, like a holiday from another place. Just Australia to have Black Mountain Tower as well. Yeah. Oh, it's taking us back there anyway. So we really need to know what that road is. Does look like the right ones though. Look how high they are. Yeah. Looks like it's cell network. And that looks like it could be the 3 towers. 1, 2, 3 maybe. It looked like it was 3. 1, 2, 3. Looks like a red one, perhaps even at the top there. Why does he move it when it was just happening? So that's very suspect. How stupid. There we go, look. So if that's a mountain range there, it could easily be towers. And it looks very similar view there to one of those photographs we were looking at. There. So that black mountains in the background, the strip, the airport. Yep. Black mountains in the background. It's got to be those towers. So that one's debunked. But I'd like to see it on Google Maps though. What does it say here? Mount. So let's try that one. Search on that. Here we go. So how far out were we? Mountain Springs. Or were they saying they were taking the photograph from there? Which is what I said that guy was doing as well. That makes a lot of sense. Filming across to that way. There's the airport up here. So let's see what it says again. Tower site of the week. Found us up on Mount Potosi, outside Las Vegas. Northernmost tower. So that looks like one of them. Quite big. Looks like a light there. And a light at the very top here. Oh well, I think that one's busted anyway. But we can't seem to find it on the map. Is there a road there? Mountain Springs. Try there. Nope. Well, let's go there. Stop sliding around. Oh, I lost way now. Oh. Well, it's got UFO symbol. That must be near Area 51. Oh, yeah. Let's change back to the man now. Bugger. Where's the thing gone? I was looking for the red blob. Oh, I'm lost now. Stupid scrolly thing. Where's the blobby thing disappeared to? Oh, we went miles away. We're trying to drop it there. I had a picture there. That's up there, isn't it? It's not going to let us go there. You have to drop on the road that they did Street View on. Probably that one there is probably the closest. Yep. Yep. Popping out. 4 stars meaning what? Hotel. Oh, it's come out of Street View. Well, actually, we'll just have Explore on satellite anyway. Can we see it? The towers. So it's not too sure whether they were filming from there or the towers are on there. Looks like they went on that little road, dirt road here. But I can't see any towers. And that. Aha, is that the place? Can we see towers? Can't see any towers there though. Can we drop the man there and have a look? No, it's not going to let us go. Can't get street view. But I can't see any towers there. It's saying FM here. Is there a tower there? Very strange. I can't see a tower. It beats me. It does say Black Mountain. It's not Black Mountain. What's that one say? Radio stations. Keep looking. What's that one there? Radio stations. So it's going to be these big ones with the red and white that's flashing at night time. I wonder if we got nighttime picture of it. Type nighttime. That's looking a bit different. So I thought it might be something like this. Towers, they got, Eiffel Tower and what do you call that one? Oh, don't want to do that. It certainly is the most lit up city, isn't it? So what's that one there? The tallest building in Las Vegas. Has that one got 3 lights on top? Yeah, it looks like that would only have 1 row of lights going up. Oh, there we go. We've got some pictures of it here. So that hasn't got any bright blinking lights on it. The whole thing's lit up. You'd see that on camera for sure. So it's not going to be that. It's going to be those radio towers. Is that the radio towers here? Aha. Oklahoma City. That's not Las Vegas. And there's the pyramids. They shoot a beam of light upwards. Where'd they disappear to there? Look. It's got a spotlight on the top. So it's not that. What's this one here? That's got 3 things on top. Sutro Tower. Is it in Las Vegas or another country? Not sure. I don't think that's in Las Vegas, surely. Three-prong TV and radio antenna. That's in California. So why is that coming up now? Search results for Las Vegas. Crazy system. So there's that photo again, but it's not nighttime. It does say Black Mountain. So we want Black Mountain at nighttime. What if there's a video? Someone else might have videoed the towers for us. Here we go. Climbing the huge tower. And we want Black Mountain, Las Vegas. See what we get for that. And look what we got here, 2006. That almost looks like the same video on third phase. I wonder if it is. Let's click on it anyway. At least that tells us it's Black Mountain on that title. At least with third phase we're copying this one, they left that information off. Maybe to be dishonest. Come on, get past that rubbish.
Definitely something going on right there. About time.
There you go.
last 3 or 4 nights, I haven't really seen anything.
That looks like the TV towers blinking there. It's not the same video though, I don't think. But it looks like the same view. Same location. There we go. At least it's better camera footage. You're keeping it still at least. But he's probably filming the towers as well, misleading us. So that's not very helpful. Here's another one. Is it the same one? That's September. That one looks like it might be military flares being dropped on that one. Looks like the same guy, different video. So boring. Oh, might have to flag this one. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the radio towers anyway, the way it was blinking going upwards and had equal distances. I don't know if we can do a screen grab and light on it at all. It's not very good quality video. And he's moving the camera, so he's distorting it. Let's see. There was one there. So why does he keep moving? That's just stupid. Makes it very hard. Yeah, let's type in towers anyway there. Towers. Tower elevator. Yeah, I don't think I can do much. Unless you lift there and could video it at night time and say, there you go. Let's have a look at this one anyway. Hiking to the top of Black Mountain. I assume that's it there. So obviously there's no radio towers there, is there? We've seen that before. Google Earth. American flags. But that's not where the radio towers are, obviously. Ah, well. So I've been going for quite a few hours now looking at these two videos anyway. I think I might wrap up and leave it there. People can have their say in the comments if they want about it. Thought there might have been more people hop on. But it is a work day, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah, I like to, I think I've debunked both too, the vest. But I'd like to at least get the same viewpoint and say, there you go, side by side. But when you do a live debunk like this, you sort of stumble around and figure out things, you see. Normally when I do my UFO case ones, they're normally like 5 minutes long, and it's hours of work condensed into 5 minutes with all the main stuff. If you watch my other episodes, you'll see what I mean. But there was another one I was going to look at too, another UK case, I think it was. And I think I've got it bookmarked here. So I'll have a quick close down some of these. I'll just close that down completely. Don't save. It's all it's better to have more people on that may live in the area giving you help as you're doing it, of course. But everybody's probably still in bed, sleeping in USA. So, yeah, just close that down. That one. Lift. Fake cloud. And this is my channel that I was talking about at the very beginning. What one did I say you should have a look at? Can't remember now. But I had debunked a lot of stuff, as you can see. Our current ones here. So, what's the other UFO case? There's the fake cloud one. Close that one down. This one. UFO sighting in London, England. Oh yeah, that was the bird one again. That was another video. So let's play that one, which we debunked. There you go. There you go. So this one got submitted to MUFON, and it says pigeons. From a different angle again. And they're trying to figure it out on the audio, which you won't hear. But they're saying they think it's the sun shining off them because it's over the horizon. So he said there were birds, this guy. What did he say in the description? I think they were tossing up between drones and birds. Drones with leads. There you go. Here's close. Birds, bats. But light emitting from them just couldn't be explained as either. Swarming. So that was maybe where Third Face got it from. But they didn't say it was a MUFON case. So it looks like someone else was confused that night. We'll paste that one into the side for you. so you can have a look at the video on your own computer. But there was another one I was looking at too. I can't remember what it was now. I was having a look over UK way. You can see there's quite a lot of sightings worldwide, and a lot of them we can explain away as hoaxes or LEDs or lights on birds, like we just did. Well, third face, they don't look at all, I don't think. He's saying down the side here. They just get hold of a UFO sign and wang it up. See, this is what I don't like about third face. If I just show you the video list, this is why I think people call them hoaxes or in it for the money. And I'll just point it out to you. If it's still up. Yeah, look. Down this one here. Share before they delete this. Now, how many times do they use that? That's what we call a clickbait heading. So people click it to find out what they're talking about. And once you've clicked and it starts playing, it normally has an ad. And they've straight away made money off you by clicking through. Now, instead of being honest, you know, here we go. Something strange just happened over London. Now, we found out that wasn't just over London. It was 3 days earlier over London. And this video was posted on 21st. And this event happened 2 days before. And we also looked at this one here. Something huge just happened over the UK, which was that UFO cloud one, which we determined to be probably a fake using a camera app. And because it didn't have the right metadata. So this is why you got to have the original photographs to look at. You know, you got to do what I just done here. Check out everything and stick it in the editor yourself. Now, they did a really poor editor of it. They said they put it through a spectrum or whatever. See, that's not very good, you see. My analysis was a lot better on the grey scale, and you could see it behind the cloud. You could see it going behind the cloud here. Well, this one doesn't give it any details whatsoever. And we proved that all the photos were taken close together, or the same photo but moved slightly left or right. See, this whispery cloud added on top is clearly fake, I reckon. And he was saying that the camera was faulty on it, which is suspect, because this obviously comes from an iPhone 7, which does the 12 megapixels, and the iPhone 6 does 8, I think it was, 8 megapixels. So they're being dishonest. They're trying to get people to click through. What just happened inside the forbidden zone? You know, they're just using breaking news. You know, they're trying to get people to click through. What just happened? You know, they don't give you any clues. Rather than saying UFOs over Texas or 3 orbs over Texas. But how many times do they say watch before the government delete it? And the government never delete it, of course. You know, we looked at, in the last stream, we looked at one of the videos and debunked it just like we did with these ones tonight. So yeah, and I bet if you click and read what people said, now, like I said, I posted a comment to them. On this one, and I did like 10 minutes quick search and looked at it, and I said London Lift Festival, and second one, static lights on towers. Best guessed, I said back at the Google Maps. So that's why I tried to confirm it tonight with Google Maps. But if we go through here, there'll be some people from America that live there probably, and probably have said that it's such and such tower or Black Mountains. Here we go. We've got Black Mountain one here. Those are radio towers on Black Mountain. I live in Henderson, next to Las Vegas. You can see them clearly. They're always there. I assure you, sorry, not UFOs. So there you go. And I bet that he's not the only one that said that. And here we go. Underneath him, yes, absolutely, it's Black Mountain. The lower lights are buildings, and the upper lights are the tops, which is probably what I said. So yeah, those ones are debunked for sure. All the time and constantly saying how we should send video of that and see who believes they're actually UFOs. So other people were thinking of pranking third phase. So there you go. You know, sometimes it just pays just to read the comments as well, because there'll be people like me that look at it and post a comment. But I was trying to find the other UK one. Maybe I can't find it now. Oop, hit the microphone. Let's see. Not many have them photographs. See, they don't have photograph or video. There's a triangle one over here. That might be interesting if it's got a photograph. No, no photograph. Triangle one here. No photograph. Bugger. No photograph. No photograph. And so on. Here's one. Was that the one we're just looking at? Let's have a look. Was that the one we're just looking at? No, Dublin. So what's he got? Looks like a video, which is not loading. Oh, we looked at that one earlier. I think we looked at one couple of streams, live streams back, me and Qvid when he was around helping out. So you can have a look at that one, because we do this every week. It's gone back to USA by default. Anyway, I'm getting a bit thirsty and tired, and I might just finish this one off. This will be here all night looking at them. We'll do some more next time. But not many of them have photographs, as you can see. But you can go back to older months. Yeah, there's the photograph here. So what are we meant to be looking at in this one? I go to nature tour with many people. I get many picture and mountain. No any cloud in sky. Obviously English is not his first language. It is sunny. After I come back home, checking photograph, I see object and picture. Now, if you don't see it with your eyes, normally what happens, they turn out to be birds or bugs that flew close to the camera lens when you were snapping it. There it comes. And it's long exposure, so it's probably a bug or bird. And you get the streaky thing with long exposure. If you got the wrong camera setting, CMOS have a certain time they can process the image that you're looking at. And of course, you get camera artifacts like this where you get the streak of a bug flying right close to the lens just as you snap. And it always looks like that's going to be a bug for sure. Little black fly that flies close to your lens that you don't even notice, and it comes out like a black streak like that because of the way the camera processes it and CMOS sensor. It sort of processes it left to right, I think. They call it side scan. It's not like all the pixels are captured at the same time. It sort of does it in a line and it sweeps across like a scanner, a flatbed scanner. But of course, it's doing it in microseconds. But a fly close to the lens flying past quickly will leave a smudge like that. You know, if you look at enough photographs like that, it becomes obvious. So he took some other ones here, did he? Oh, there it is. The smudge up in the corner here. There'll be a fly. Black fly. Nice photograph. And he took another one. It's probably not in that one now. It's probably not in the corner. I can't see it. See, it's gone. Is it? Or is it there? It's really faint. No, I think it's gone. Flew by. It's just that people are not used to seeing bugs. Let's see, you can Google it just to prove a point. Fly. There's a lot of camera experts out there. I'm slowly learning it. Fly close to lens. And images. Close to fly. See, the problem is getting the right keywords. Seamless streak. Oh, stretch. Streak point. If that'll give us anything. Looks like it's talking about the camera. Technical things about camera, how it works. Artifact. Talking about CMOS and how it works. Fly bug. Long exposure. See, that one looks like it's long exposure. All those are flies being lit up by the light. Depending on how long you leave the lens open to light, yeah, it's crazy effects you get. See, that's a fly or moth. That would be a moth at night time. But I was looking for daytime ones. I have shown them before. It's just a matter of finding the right keyword to find images. UFO. So I find it with that. There's some ones that are bugs. That's a bug. Or flying insects. Look weird. Look like round tubular objects. But they're just bugs. Believe it or not, here's one that looks more like a bug. Yeah, you can see the legs on it. That one looks like it could be a fly or a beetle. And here's a long exposure one that causes the rod effect. We've got someone else on the side chat here. Jules Verne was the London thing, just a cloak and cloud. We've been talking about it all night. They figured, or I figured it out, that it was probably a forgery because it didn't have the metadata, and he didn't do a video. He made the excuse the video wasn't working, and it's an iPhone 7. He said it was an old phone. It's only a year and a half old, so here's another one down here that's a bug. We'll just have to go back and watch what I did. Spent a couple of hours looking at all the stuff. So you can see that's a fly. But that's not a streak, of course. That one's more streaky here. The Chilean UFO one was actually a bug. And that's what bugs look like. They have a dark underside and the sun lit top of it. And because the camera is not reacting quick enough to capture it, it looks like a streaky, blurry streak. But I was hoping to find a streaky one that I can say, well, there you go. I know I've taken digital photographs of birds and bugs and got the same streaks on my photographs, and I knew there were flies as well. There's another one here. You can actually see the wings flapping, but you can see it's moved like two photographs joined together because the camera's a bit too slow at capturing it in one frame, so it stretches it out. And these are other ones similar again, it's stretching it out. So that's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that might be on a longer exposure than the other one that we looked at here. And here's another one here. That one's a long streak. There's the wings flapping here. This one's probably a bird, though, caught in a photograph. The digital camera is just not fast enough capturing the actual object that you get on the screen. Yeah. Not too sure about that one. But yeah, if you look at my past episodes, I got one there called test yourself out sort of thing episode. This one here, I'll copy and paste it. So, all those ones are bugs. I think it was, yeah, bugs. All different bugs. From butterflies to beetles. And this one here is a seagull that looks like a UFO. Have a watch of that one. It's not a bug, but a bird. And you can see I do analysis in the graphic editor, and you can see it's got like a wing and a head on it. But the photograph itself, video itself, wasn't that great. But I do other things here, documentaries, Egyptian light bulb. I look into it, whether it could be possible. I've got a video here of a new HD scan of the rostral memory, and I tried to decode it. So have a watch of that one. I can't be 100% sure because I was using pattern matching, and I wasn't trying to play it. I was trying to copy it. And I got one on the Roswell stone that was coming up. Copy. So I think I'll leave it there for tonight anyway. I probably will do a stream in the weekend. Let's see. I'll probably try lunchtime to afternoon my time in New Zealand, which will be probably late at night in UK, so you might not be around. And USA, I think might be some USA people up then. I think it's about 5 o'clock USA time, so I might get USA people then. But I'm just going to try a different time next weekend, see how many people are about. Some people stay up late, some people don't work, some people do work. So yeah, I do a debunk video on third phase, by the way, and I do one on Secure Team 10. If you haven't watched it, where's the third phase one? I did a comedy about them too. You know, they faked a couple of years ago, was it 2014 maybe? They faked a video saying they were in the Philippines and they got caught out. So I made a comedy saying they're in the North Pole and they weren't actually in the North Pole. And it has Mr. Ed and has a crazy story about time travel that I put on it and just made up. But I did a serious debunk on them. If you go to playlists, generally I group them. And the one to look at is top UFO disinfo channels. And you might have a different perspective on following those channels after you watch what I show you, especially on Secure Team 10. He's faked leaker voices using his own voice saying and tried to disguise them. And he deleted all those videos after he got found out, so no one new joining his channel would know this. He's also faked comments to himself on his channel saying he's been attacked by CIA and all that. And when he got found out, he deleted the video soon after as well. So yeah, you got to check out who you follow online. But yeah, I've sort of grouped it. Live streams, interviews. I did some with MUFON. Should have a listen to. I did one with him on paranormal and also on UFOs. And also did experiments with magnets. So I got some videos of some of the things I were building, levitating toys. And I've got other people's in playlist as well. Let's see, one called Hoaxes, I think, and I got one on Bigfoots there. But yeah, and UFO cases, they're like 5 minute episodes, like a cut down live stream, where live stream is showing you how I investigate stuff and put it through graphic analyzers and stuff, and metadata, and then I do snapshots and make these UFO cases, which are about 5 or 10 minutes long at maximum. But have a listen to this one here. I talk about my paranormal encounters, and also here Earl's paranormal encounters that he had. And we were trying to connect, see how much related to UFOs the paranormal was. But he's also done another interview here talking about his mother, who had a secret life, and talked about underground base, and that one's worth having a watch. I do some graphic analysis, emanations on it, showing the lift going underground and stuff like that with the story. So I did a bit of extra work on it. So yeah, I'll leave it there, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'll just sign off now. And I'll see you in the next stream, hopefully. I'll just put my end credits on here. Oh, yeah, I put some photographs at the very beginning too. Yeah, good night, guys. It's good having you here. More the merrier, and everyone can have their say as well, and maybe even help out. But I did some photographs. I'll just show you one I showed at the beginning. This one here. You know how they're looking at shapes on Mars rocks and Moon's rocks? Well, this one actually looks like a skull, but it's actually a dirty old, what do you call it? Milk jug. Has it come up yet? Or didn't I not cut to it? Oh yeah, it's coming up now. And what other photographs have I got here? Aliens looking down. Yeah, I did this one here. Dark Force stuff. Hoaxer versus Truther. I want to believe. And of course I had this one at the very beginning, which is on my t-shirts as well. I've printed off some for myself to wear around. And this is the famous one from Secure Team 10 claiming that's a UFO. But it's a Photoshop fake. And sometimes he brings it up again. But yeah. And at the moment, I've got the security cam. And you can see it's 1 a.m. out there at night time. And no bugs or anything flying around. But yep, we'll do some more next time. So take care, everybody, and I'll see if I can cue some music here. Yeah, my matrix of Good Night Kiwi. Maybe it's not playing the music. I forgot to check.